Welcome back to the Ref Show. Yeah, the You Are the Ref Academy is a brilliant opportunity for budding referees to learn from the likes of Glenn Turner. Not so much from him over there, David Hirst, but Glenn Turner, professionals like Keith Hackett, Mark Halsey, Roger Dilks, etc., Dean Maharib. It's going to be fantastic. Before the end of the programme, we'll talk to Glenn about exactly what that involves. We've got to breeze through a load of Premier League games. Fortunately, there ain't a lot of incident and not too many mistakes by referees, which is great, so we'll salute a few. 1 or 2 championship matches to mention. Michael Oliver found himself in headlines, had to send off Slaven Bilic, the West Ham manager, at the end of West Ham 2, West Brom 2. What's all the fuss about here?
I really don't know. If it's as a result of the challenge at the edge of the penalty area, but for me, it's a lot of fuss about nothing, and probably is a reflection of Slaven Bilic, who's under a lot of pressure at the moment.
I think you agree with the view. He complained about. He said there was a foul in the build-up to Albion's first goal. The referee was right there.
I thought it was. I didn't think it was worthy of a free kick. To be honest, I think the referee did a fantastic job with that. Like Glenn says, Slav, difficult position in the league. The pressure's on, as he shows when he's marching up and down the touchline, and unfortunately ends up in the stand.
Certainly replays showed that Fegouli's goal for West Ham, which was disallowed, was correctly disallowed. He was standing offside and Antonio was tangling with the keeper, wasn't he? Yeah. Okay, so a bit of pressure showing there. Paul Tierney, Sunderland 0, Southampton 4. Now, we talked about handball in the first part. David Moyes said that the first goal that Sunderland conceded here to Southampton from Manola Gabbiadini, that was what I wanted to, he complained it was handball, kind of glancing in off his arm. Impossible to spot, and should it have been disallowed?
Not for me in a month of Sundays. You say impossible to spot, even if it had been spotted, I wouldn't expect that to be given. That's a goal.
That's a goal, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Anthony Taylor, Liverpool 2, Spurs 0. Great to see Liverpool back on form and Mane. They play some great stuff here. RefCam picked up good use of cards. There were 3 cards in 3 minutes to Liverpool players, cautions that is, at the start of the second half. Game management was extolled.
Then he had a flurry of Spurs cautions as well, didn't he, a bit later on in the game as well. Must have all have been, perhaps people had gone over his tolerance level, because there are a few on there that can talk, let me tell you, particularly in that Liverpool midfield. I've been subject to a few conversations with those. They can talk.
Top part of the training.
So anyway, Anthony Taylor was saying we've got a big tick by him. Big tick again alongside Kevin Friend, who's banging form. Burnley won, Chelsea won. Darren Cann also was prominent in Andy Hogg's blog of that game. Had a good game.
He's outstanding. Outstanding. They're going to miss him when he's gone. Yeah. He's a top line, that lad.
Best assistant referee in the
I mean, if Platts is the best referee in the world, that's the best assistant for me in the world.
John Moss's game was also blogged by You Are the Ref. This was Swansea 2, Leicester 0, and he came out on top on the blog, apart from one incident, which was a crunching challenge between Huth and a Swansea player in that. And
I found that a bit puzzling, really, that one. These are words I never thought I would ever mutter, but I felt sorry for Robert Huth.
Right.
He took a bad one. He took a bad one quite high up on his shin, and that's kind of orangey red caution for the other fella, and it ended up with a caution for Huth.
Right. Okay.
You shouldn't put your shins in the way of other people's boots, obviously. I mean, that's the rule of the day.
I'm mystified by that one. I'm sorry to be critical of John Moss again, but got to call it as you see it.
Indeed. All right, Bobby Madley, Manchester United 2, Watford 0. I've got nothing apart from the score next to that, and they did play some cracking football, Jose Mourinho's side. Let it be said, although he's of the view that he doesn't get quite the credit because he's the manager, but they did play some great stuff. Middlesbrough 0, Everton 0, Mike Dean. Again, I've got no notes beside that. Or Martin Atkinson's game, which was Stoke 1, Crystal Palace 0.
He's in a cracking run of form at the moment. He's doing really well. He's kind of breezing through games at the moment. Good lad. Yeah.
Right. So we breeze on to the Championship. Just before we do, and I saw 2 Championship matches back to back the weekend. I saw 2 good performances. Before we do, the You Are the Ref Academy, which you are involved in, offering specialised coaching in particular to young referees.
Great opportunity for anybody that's either thinking of joining the refereeing world or has recently joined the referee world and wants access to, experts such as Mark Halsey, Dean Maharib, Keith Hackett. There's some years and years of experience at the very highest level there for people to tap into. It's a great opportunity and something that we were never lucky enough to have when we were starting. So
It shows.
make use of it. Yeah, fair point, well made, Dave. Yeah.
So
yeah,
young
excellent.
referees, what about kind of ageing ex-players?
Well,
and
you can,
opportunities?
so, you know,
Would you welcome?
You can apparently teach an old dog new tricks, but I'm not.
Oh wait, I don't know. Whichever.
But no,
It's a fantastic setup. It's
brilliant.
brilliant. I mean,
It is
like you
superb.
said, to help young people getting in, or even the a little bit older people getting in, getting involved, and like you said, picking up knowledge. You can't beat picking up knowledge off people who've sat in the chair, you know, and done the duties. So,
I had a young
no,
lad contact me
fantastic.
only yesterday saying, I really want to be a referee or an assistant, but I'm really
There is
worried-
still a few
I'm
deranged
worried
people
about-
out there, obviously.
Yeah, but I'm really worried about the threat of physical assault. You know, and I was able to come back to him, give him a one-to-one answer, and that's the kind of opportunity that people are going to have through the academy, to have a one-to-one conversation with
One-to-one.
people who've been there.
That's a great.
An absolute brains trust of former officials there. But to raise a serious point, apart from the younger referees getting into it, or those who wanted to take up the whistle, there's no reason why a 30-odd-year-old, 33-year-old player, a league player, professional player, can't be coming to the academy as well and saying, look, I want to start refereeing.
No, none at all. I mean, the whole point of the academy, the whole point of You Are the Ref is to educate. And it doesn't matter who it is. If we can help people to understand, then that's the whole reason for the
I
setup.
totally agree. I mean, there's referees out there Saturday, Sunday mornings that can benefit from these guys' experience. It's as simple as that. You know, they're doing good jobs now.
Yes.
They can get better. You know, and all well and good.
There you go. Don't miss that opportunity. I'm sure it'll apply to a lot of people, and it will help the game of football as well. But you can encourage more people to take up the flag and the whistle. Let's have a look at the Championship. It's always stimulating. Now, I saw the Friday night game between Sheffield Wednesday and Birmingham, 3-0 to the home team. Chris Kavanagh, I think he's one that experts feel is, you know, a promising referee. I thought he had a good game.
Yeah,
What did you think?
Another good game by Chris Kavanagh, and somebody who I would hope and expect to see making the step up very, very soon. You know,
Just one thing there, and I know Keith Hackett agrees, there should have been an very early caution for Paul Robinson, the Birmingham captain. Quite a cynical foul on Sam Winnell early on. Anyway, it was according to...
In the build-up, was it?
It was
on the
after
halfway line,
1
I
or
think.
2
Yeah,
minutes.
yeah.
And talking to Keith about that, he felt that that referee factored in how early it was and how he'd be setting a bar there. But he did feel it was a yellow card. Apart from that, very good. And on Saturday, I saw Leeds 0, Cardiff 2. Shock result with James Linnington. There was a sending off there, which was absolutely correct, I thought. That was Liam Bridcut.
Tough game as well, that one. I've done that one myself a time or two. That is a tough game to handle.
More contentiously, I haven't actually seen this incident, I must be honest, but Wolves 0, Newcastle 1, a big result for Newcastle at the top of the Championship there. Mitrovic scored the winner, but many people who were there reckon he should have been sent off. That there was a second caution not given. It was a challenge on the Wolves keeper.
No. Sorry,
No, I must admit that.
one. Sorry, bypass me.
I actually saw a little bit of the game. I missed the first incident.
Yeah.
Hey, the referee's there to run the game.
This
He's
was
made
Craig-
a decision. We've
Craig
been on about it
Pawson.
all along, all the show. Referee's making a decision in their opinion. In his opinion, it wasn't a bookable offence.
Okay, well, it could have been a crucial one. That was Craig Pawson in the middle there. Andy Davis did Derby 3, Bristol City 3. It was an amazing comeback from Derby there with 3-0 down. And what was I going to mention? Yeah, Tim Robinson. It was a big game for him. Remember, he was the one who probably committed the biggest mistake, televised mistake of the whole of last season. That was Fernando Forestieri's dismissal. Sheffield Wednesday at Hull, when he was clattered by Michael Turner. He seems to be regaining his composure, and he did Aston Villa 0, Ipswich 1, without any incident or particular comeback.
Someone once said to me on that theme, you know, you've shown people that you can do the job and you're reasonably good at this. You'll show me really how good you are after your first major error. So that's good to see the lad coming back. That's good to see him coming back, having dropped that one.
It's a lot to live down, isn't it?
Oh, it is.
I mean,
you carry it around for ages. You do. Everywhere you go, the supporters know about it, the players know about it, the coaches, managers know about it, and they all look to
going back
remind
onto
you.
the coaching side of it. I mean, as a player, that happens as a player. As a centre forward, missing chances, missing penalties, it hangs over you. as a player, you've got to forget it and move on.
Yeah.
This is where the coaching, again, to younger referees from these guys, helps them through that. Of no, you've got to. The next game's the next game.
The difference being, a player can live it down. You missed a hat-trick of chances, but you might score a hat-trick in the next game, and instantly that's forgotten. A referee can't score a goal.
These chaps are also forgiven a lot more easily than we are in the middle as well, because you're idolised.
You make a mistake, the next game you go out and try and keep your head down.
Yeah.
And when we're not talking about you, you've done well.
Folks,
you know, that's how I think they move forward.
If we've made any mistakes today, go easy on us, will you? All three of us. David Hirst, thanks very much. Glenn Turner, and thank you, Chief, for watching. Join us again for the Ref Show next week. Bye.